have the knowledge, we can be correct, but we still have to apply it in the way that best honors God. So our own passions and ego can really get in the way. We need to watch out for that.
And enter compassion. That's
That's right. Good
that,
job.
that's the overriding principle. Just because we might be right does not mean that our passion will appropriately communicate that right perspective. And that's important to realize. And let me give you a personal example. This was several years ago. This was a very difficult experience to work through. There was one of the brotherhood who was in a situation where they were in a very, very sinful circumstance. They just were. Got wind of it, loved the individual very, very much as a Christian, and was angry at what was happening. But I realized that my anger wasn't going to help them. So
Mhm.
I called them and said, "Can I come see you?" And so they said, "Sure." And I drove whatever distance I had to drive. And I sat with them at their table and we went over what was happening. And they basically told me, "Well, look, I believe that I'm right before God." And I said, "Really?" Now, understand, my blood is boiling because it is wrong. It is wrong before God, and the scriptures are abundant. So I took a breath because you have to have that compassion, Jonathan, just like you said. And I said, "Okay, really?" And I took my Bible and I slid it across the table and I said, "Show me. If you're right
Oops.
before God, you show me in the
Whoa.
book. I'll wait." And the
Oh,
individual started to sweat and stutter and stammer. And I looked at them and said, "Come on, we both know that it's not in there. We both know that there's something wrong here. And I want you to understand, I'm on your side. I want you to be able to stand up again. But we can't go on like this. We need to make a decision." And as I pulled my Bible back and we finished the conversation, I said to them, I said, "Look, give it some thought and I'll talk to you in a couple of days. And I want to see where you are. But I am with you in being godly." It was a real exercise of holding back what I really felt to reach out and to be loving and kind and compassionate in drawing them back to a standing position instead of being fallen into sin.
how did it end? Did they draw back?
They did.
Oh,
They turned the table. They were apologetic. They realized it and they changed their direction by God's grace.
wow.
Let's get